Hello, welcome to another episode of We Grow Wild Homecraft. Today we're gonna tackle the outdoor. It's not only a one-day process. We need to work for several days on at least the area around the house, and we're gonna tackle those bushes behind Mickes.
So, welcome to We Grow Wild. I want to try to pull the bushes out, the bushes behind here. So if I attach them to the winch and then I pull it in, it can probably rip the bushes out from the forest with the roots and everything.
Show the winch.
Now it's not assembled, but basically there are gears, so what I turn here will be multiplied by like 5 or 10 times the power, depending on also where I put the handle. But I made this like it needs to stand in a good way, which it didn't. We'll see if it works. It's an experiment. I'll get back to you when I'm a bit further in the process. Thank you. No, it's okay. Then the chain. First trial. This is like the lowest amount of power. It's still I think 500 kilos easily, because it's a short handle and we can put more gears and stuff later, but let's see what happens.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Unrooted. Now we have to repeat the same process for the rest 2,000 trees.
Maybe, I mean, I don't know. It still came out.
Damn. You're proud of yourself.
It's really exciting.
4 hours.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if I should have put the Varincello like in the long direction of a wood, because now it's kind of pulling down, which makes a lot of sense, which is pretty bad.
Mickes just said that if the thread snaps, we die. What?
Like basically if the thread breaks, it can snap and it can... but there is a way to reduce the strain. But I mean the easiest way is to take one tree at a time, for
Yeah,
sure.
but we have like, how many trees do you think we have there? We have probably like...
If you go on the lowest gear and you take one at a time, it's really safe and fast, because otherwise we will try, okay? We'll go up another power level. See if we can manage. It's gonna be a mess. This is gonna take so long to set up also. But we're gonna try it for the sake of science or something. Which means that we want to use this.
So yesterday I've done all of this row. It was full of the suckers of these specific trees that I don't remember what they're called. And you can see they're lying here. we'll eventually make either firewood or we'll chip them in the wood chipper. But they're many. I don't know if you can see. Many trees. Some of them are thicker, some of them are thinner. But this area will probably eventually become a garden.
Okay, power level 3. 3 trees are now coming. So we put this carucola.
We put this one, which is called snatch block. These 3 plants are coming off.
The trees gave up. So at this point it's a bit safer, because if that wire snaps, we're fucked. But if this chain snaps, it mostly just falls down because it's not flexible. I have inside, I did so much math to like feel safe about this process and way too much back in the day. But now that we have it, let's try it out to pull some stuff. Basically we can also pull our car out if we get stuck, stuff like that. But I know that it's a stupid thing, but anyway,
No, it's not.
Let's see if we can use it for something at least.
Okay, go.
Very well, very well.
Oh my god.
I guess someone could come with a tractor and like do this thing in 5 minutes. But it's pretty fun this actually. I'm pretty excited now. This is the battle against the blackberries, and they got me like everywhere. I should have worn sturdier clothes. But here we are, and we're battling back. Go!
Okay, Mickes wants me to film this and I'm so done, like truly not happy to do this at all. We've been doing it for like hours now. I don't know if this is working. I guess it is. If you can actually see me, but it's a few days after the last footage that you saw, and we cleared out a bit more of those bushes there, and a neighbor came with a tractor and started to prepare the ground for the veggies garden. I'm gonna harvest a little bit of nettles. I still left a big patch of nettles there. And when it comes to those bushes that we kind of uprooted with Mickes winch, the guy that came with the tractor told us that he could just, use a digging tool and like kind of like a tractor. I don't know what the name is, and kind of like remove all of those bushes. And he's gonna do it in probably like an hour. We've been doing that by hand, but it's just extremely labor intensive, and yeah, it just costs very little to hire him to do the job instead of us spending hours and hours and hours and weeks of our time uprooting or derooting or just cutting down plants that are extremely invasive, like the thorns, the blackberries plant and brambles and all of those. And yeah, so yeah, it feels a little bit, invasive. I'm going to use this word, to use big machines and tractors and just like ravage basically part of the land. But I think later on we'll be able to, plant fruit trees and restore some areas and build and all of that. So yeah, that being said, I'm gonna harvest some nettles and make some nettle risotto for dinner. I've been trying to incorporate more wild plants in our diet because it's full of wild plants and they're the most nutritious and delicious food ever. And so I want to, continue studying, continue learning about wild plants, and I want to become better at identifying what I have in my land and what is growing around here. So I'm gonna harvest some nettles. It's interesting because I've been studying and learning and using and eating wild plants for at least 5 years, I would say. And the more I study about wild plants, the more I realize that I don't know anything. And it's quite humbling. It's quite humbling. It is. But I have to, learn to take one step at a time. And that's kind of the main advice that, all the foragers and everyone, herbalists tell you when you start your journey. There's so many, right? Like, I'm in Italy, and I'm kind of learning about the plants that are the most common, basically the people plants, they're called. The plants that for millennials humans have been bringing with them and carrying their seeds around the world. So the very common edible wild weeds and medicinal weeds and plants. And it's interesting because, you know, the very basic, kind of the most simple plants like dandelions, nettles, plantains, chickweeds, very easy to identify and simple to use herbal allies. You could never stop learning about them. Never. Like, there's always some layer. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go and cook. This is probably my favorite veggie. One of my favorite for sure. It's called radiko in Italian, I think. I don't know in English, but it's a cultivar of chicory, and so it's in the family of chicory, and it's just delicious. I love to eat it in so many different ways. I love it in salads, so raw. I love to saute it. I love it in soup. I love it in the rice. I'm putting it in the nettle or wild weeds risotto. It's just delicious. And fun fact, every Wednesday in the town nearby where we have a market, and I go there almost every Wednesday to buy veggies. And today the farmer I go to buy the veggies, he told me that he always packs extra radicchio for me. Like, there are a few ladies that buy too, but he said that he always packs extra for me because I always buy like at least 3 or 4 heads of radicchio. Love it.
Insane in the brain.
Look, you have
What do I have?
a line here because of the sun. Good morning.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the brain. That's how it feels at least today. A close-up. My eyes are open.
So puffy.
Feels like one of those days. And what do I have to do?
Do you want to update us?
Straight into the computer.
Do you want to update us when it comes to the house renovation? Like a quick step by step.
So, after we blocked this wall and we managed to have slight dust proofing, which was quite good, it's closed, and at that point we were so happy that we became comfortable and we became lazy with building. But to be completely fair, we don't have water. so we can't build. And we can't really wash ourselves. No, we can wash ourselves, but like everything related to washing is resistant. At least for me. So I'm pretty dirty these days. And we want to have the well, but it should come soon. It's been delayed yet again. Then, for me, what I've been doing, which is why like my eyes are so tired, is because I've been sitting constantly in the computer for like a week and bought all the things we need for the electricity and working also on the website at the same time. And I really hope, I mean, now the electricity, I think we're pretty good. And we're going to connect the pieces together with high security. No things can go wrong.
Please cross fingers.
But we put, I mean, now I don't know, I put
5 days.
5 days,
Constant
1,500 euro of components, something like that. And I will do the work.
Yeah.
Because here in Italy, people let people like me do things like that.
People like you, I mean, you're pretty competent.
Yeah, I'm good now, but people don't know that because I don't have a paper. I mean, I do have... Now it's getting too complicated.
Okay.
That's the update. And is there anything else we want to say?
The garden. We're gonna have a garden, hopefully.
We're gonna have a garden.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.